In 1994, a Kurdish shepherd was walking through the hills of southeastern Turkey. He noticed something strange in the ground. Stone, carved stone, arranged in a pattern that didn't belong in a field. He reported it to the authorities. Archaeologists came. They began to dig. What they found stopped the world of archaeology cold. Buried beneath the soil of a hilltop in Turkey was a temple complex so ancient, so sophisticated, so completely impossible that it forced scientists to rewrite everything they thought they knew about human history. This is Gobekli Tepe, and it is 12,000 years old. To understand why this matters, you need to understand what we believed before 1994. The story of human civilization, as we understood it, went like this. For most of human history, hundreds of thousands of years, we were hunter-gatherers, nomads. We followed animals. We collected plants. We had no permanent homes, no cities, no complex society. Then, around 10,000 years ago, something changed. We discovered agriculture. We began to farm. Farming created surplus food. Surplus food allowed populations to grow. Larger populations created villages. Villages created towns. Towns created cities. Cities created civilization. First came farming. Then came society. Then came religion. Then came temples. That was the sequence. That was the story. Every archaeologist, every historian, every textbook agreed. Gobekli Tepe destroyed that story completely because Gobekli Tepe is a temple. A massive, sophisticated, deliberately constructed temple complex with carved stone pillars up to 6 meters tall, weighing up to 20 tons each. And it was built 12,000 years ago, 6,000 years before the Egyptian pyramids, 2,000 years before agriculture even began in the region. The people who built Gobekli Tepe were hunter-gatherers. They had no farming, no permanent settlements, no cities, no writing, no metal tools. According to everything we believed about human civilization, they should not have been capable of this. And yet, they built it. The site contains at least 20 circular enclosures. Each enclosure is formed by massive T-shaped limestone pillars arranged in a ring, with 2 larger pillars in the center. The pillars are covered in elaborate carvings: foxes, lions, scorpions, vultures, wild boars, crocodiles, abstract symbols, human hands, strange figures that no one has fully deciphered. The craftsmanship is extraordinary. The pillars were carved from bedrock, using flint tools. They were transported, somehow, from quarries up to 500 meters away. Some of the unfinished pillars, still visible in the quarry, weigh 50 tons. And then there is the question that haunts every archaeologist who studies this site. How? How did people with no metal tools, no wheels, no cranes, no organized labor force, people who lived in temporary camps and followed herds of animals, how did they organize themselves to quarry, transport, and erect 20-ton stone pillars? How did they carve them with such precision? How did they maintain a workforce large enough to complete a project of this scale? To build Gobekli Tepe, archaeologists estimate, would have required hundreds of workers, possibly thousands, working together over decades. For hunter-gatherers to assemble in those numbers, they needed food, lots of food, steady, reliable, abundant food. And here is where the story gets strange. The oldest wild wheat in the world, the genetic ancestor of all domesticated wheat, grows within 30 kilometers of Gobekli Tepe. Some researchers now believe that the need to feed the workers building Gobekli Tepe may have driven the invention of agriculture, that the temple didn't come after farming. Farming came because of the temple. Religion before farming, ritual before civilization, monument before city. Everything we thought was backwards. Klaus Schmidt, the German archaeologist who led the excavations at Gobekli Tepe for 2 decades, put it simply. First came the temple, then came the city. He believed Göbekli Tepe wasn't just a place of worship, it was a gathering place, a center, a place where scattered hunter-gatherer bands from across the region came together, seasonally, ritually, to participate in something larger than themselves. That impulse, the impulse to gather, to build, to create something that outlasts you, to reach towards something beyond the immediate needs of survival. That impulse may be older than agriculture, older than civilization, older than everything we thought defined humanity. And then, around 10,000 years ago, something happened. Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried, not abandoned, not destroyed, buried. The people who built it, or their descendants, filled the enclosures with rubble, stone, soil. They covered the pillars, the carvings, the entire complex, under meters of earth, and walked away. We don't know why. We may never know why. Was it a ritual act? The deliberate interment of a sacred place that had served its purpose? Was it to protect it? Was it some kind of ending, a burial of the old world as the new world of farming and settlement began? The silence is complete. There is no writing to explain it. There are no descendants who remember. There is only the hill, Göbekli Tepe, which means potbelly hill in Turkish, and what lies beneath it. And what lies beneath it is extraordinary, because only about 5% of the site has been excavated. 95% of Göbekli Tepe remains underground. In the unexcavated sections, ground-penetrating radar has revealed more structures, more enclosures, more pillars. The site is far larger than what we have seen. There may be answers buried there. There may be more questions. What we know is this. 12,000 years ago, human beings, people who looked like us, thought like us, had the same brains we have, looked at a hilltop in what is now Turkey and decided to build something permanent, something massive, something that required cooperation on a scale that had never been attempted. They did not have to do it. Survival did not require it. They could have continued moving, hunting, gathering, as their ancestors had for hundreds of thousands of years. But they chose to build. And in choosing to build, they may have invented everything that followed: agriculture, settlement, cities, writing, science, art, everything we call civilization. It may have begun not with the need to eat, but with the need to worship. Not with hunger, but with wonder. The oldest temple in the world is not a ruin. It is a question about who we are, about what drives us, about what it means to be human. And it was buried under a hill in Turkey, waiting 12,000 years for us to find it. We are only beginning to understand what it means. If this changes how you think about human history, subscribe to Paleo Sapiens. Every 2 weeks, we dig deeper into the evidence, into the mysteries, into the stories that history forgot. Click the bell and comment below. What do you think drove those hunter-gatherers to build Göbekli Tepe? What were they reaching for? I read every comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time on Paleo Sapiens.